She's like right.
Hey, wait. I'm just gonna change some settings. 1 second. Alright, everyone. Yes. Hey, welcome. This is the Centaur bullying session. I'm trying to get another plus 15 item for speed for my Timmy. Because my Timmy is not at 100, well, not 100, but max speed yet. Farming plus 15 speed. Let's see. 322 pulls, 320 pulls, no Alice. See, this is what I mean, right? When I did my reroll guide, I said, if you're gonna spend or if you're gonna use a lot of pulls, go for Alice. Because Sirius, you can pity her on the banner, and that's only 200. Oh yeah, I'll do some PvP too. Oh man, I don't want to do my PvP when I have not a max speed Timmy. It's just gonna be not cool. Shura, you can pretty much use everywhere. She is good at pretty much every content. For red team against a green enemy, you can just use Roko. 210 hunt stages, not a single speed gear. Are you sure we're farming the right thing? That does seem a bit off. What to do with the meta team? What do you mean? What to do is serious? Yes, free to play can reach high rank, no problem. No problem at all. Not in the beginning, because obviously you don't have the stamina to farm your gears, but later on for sure. What's my build for Re? Just free gear. All you need is free gear. Why am I running Ruri in Centaur? It's cause I don't want to swap gears for PvP. If I move my gears from Ruri to Ginga for PvP, today I already lost a game because my Ruri was ungeared, so that didn't work out. No, there's no dungeon to farm gear upgrade mats. You're supposed to use other gears as fodder, which I'm going to show today in this session. I'm going to show you what a gear session looks like after you farm, and then what gear you select to keep, what gear you select to sell, what to upgrade, and what you use to upgrade. So you'll see it all today. If you want to do waypoint 14-1, I'm assuming that's what we're talking about, you can max your healers. So your Huron, your Morris, your Shura, the tanky bunch. Yeah, I can talk more about PvP gearing. Sure. I'm doing 7 because I can do that with my Ruri PvP gear and it's faster. So I'm just trying to find my plus 15 speed. Three characters you should save for? Well, it depends on how far ahead you want to look, right? If you're saying you want to look 3 months ahead, then Leela, Ryza, the 2 collabs. And we don't know if we're JP schedule or CN schedule or what kind of schedule we're getting. How much energy would you spend? As a free-to-play, you basically maybe 5 or 6 maximum, because you get 6 for free from the store, right? So if you want to come out neutral, then 5 to 6 stamp pots. Actually, from the way it's looking, we're getting the Taiwan schedule, not the JP schedule. I'll wait for more data mine, but that's what it seems to be right now. Did I eat a cupcake today? No, I did not. Some healers heal off of the healer's HP. Some healers heal off of the member's HP. I'm gonna do maybe 10 more runs, and then I'm gonna do some gearing sorting, so you guys can see what's going on. I don't think anyone wants to tune in just watch me auto Centaur and just not do anything. Yes, Chihaya is absolutely worth it for free to play. My day is good. My day has been really good. Toifu is decent, actually, but after unique equipment, she's much better. Yes, Taiwan got serious after Mulvis, but instead of Cream, they got Nina. Best gold farming spot. So I'll have a gold guide as well. There's no such thing as a best farming spot, but rather it's how you use your gold. and how you be, I guess, a bit more selective. This account came with Ginga, so I rerolled infinitely in the infinite reroll pool for Hirin. How do I decide? I will post a guide video kind of explaining the thought process. It's kind of hard to organize the thoughts over live stream without kind of notes. But it's mostly habits now because of my JP playthrough. So I'll try to show some today after the Centaur run. Actually, I will just stop it here, and then we can see what a typical session looks like. If you have Alice and Shura, are you free to play? You can do some polls for Sirius. Let me see how many. Okay. Ideally, I want to do a tiny bit more. Unless I've got enough speed already. Let me see. Speed. Gold. Do I have another plus 15? That's the question. If I don't, I want to farm a tiny bit more, ideally. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Might have to do this a bit longer, but let me show you what a typical, I guess, gearing session looks like. I'm gonna do my PvP first so you can see what it looks like, and then we can do the gearing session. Am I... Actually, why don't I... Actually, I'll do the gears first, because I want to gear my Sirius up before I before I go PvP. Ghost Morris Charlotte. Shihaya for Centauri. Very nice. Who's Charlotte? Yeah, Sirius can replace Roku and Harpist, but you need a lot more gear. Or is it Roku just need to do boys? Okay, so why don't I do a few more Centaur runs, and I'll answer all of your questions. I will give it maybe 10 minutes, and then after that, I'm just gonna do the gearing so you guys can watch live what I do as I sort through gear. But I feel like you guys still have some questions, so let's just do 5 to 10 minutes of questions, and then we'll sort the gear. So if you have questions, ask now. Otherwise, when I'm doing my gear explanation, I'm not gonna answer a lot of the questions, just because I'll be focused. Oh, and also I think we are at 13k subs. Wow. Thank you, everyone. Very nice to see that the channel did blow up. Same with Artery Gear. I was not expecting Artery Gear to do so well, but I'm very happy it did, because I played the game since CN CBT, as you guys know, and I always thought the game was fantastic. So it's really, really good to see the game getting the recognition it deserves. So hopefully the devs also see the success and focus a bit more on global for us. Okay, let's do the questions. Yes, I've done several videos on Centaur without Alice and without Ginga. Favorite unit in the game is Yui, hands down. Yui is my absolutely favorite unit. Yes, you can see my Ruri build, but she's just on free gear. I don't think it's anything special. Best way to plus gear? I'll show you today. And I'll have a dedicated video for it. But usually it's fodders, using other gear fodders. 10 best animation attack? No. I'm sure some other channels will do it, but usually I only create guides and stuff like that. Not the those 10 best animation or animation channels. Green assaults? Yes, there'll be a lot of good green units coming out later. If you fuse blue with a gold piece, yes, all the substat will transfer over and it'll make the blue gold. In my opinion, 6-star after Grace and Ginga, whatever you need for a PvP. You can also do your healers, because they're your main tanks too. Long-term PvE, 6-star in Serial is definitely worth it, in my opinion. Serial is very strong. I would say stronger than Ginga endgame after your gears are sorted, because Serial only needs attack, right? You don't need crit because of the burns. So by stacking crit and technically crit damage, you can do a lot more. Most hated is Alice. You can use the bot, the fodder bot. Timmy doesn't need to be 6-star for PvE. Sorry, PvP. 4-star is more than enough, because 4-star is when you unlock the tech node for speed. No, you didn't miss the gearing session. I'm gonna start just a bit later. How to level up an AG fast? Well, I have a video already filmed, and it's scheduled for release in about 6 hours. I'll be asleep, of course, but it'll show you the best way to level up. Is the 9915,000 crystal pack worth it? Not really, but it's also not the worst pack. I got it because I'm pretty much buying everything. Since I have to create content, I really need to rush my progression, as well as pull most of the units for you guys. Best way to beat 11.5? Not too sure actually. It's mostly a gear check. Given up early for PvP. Well, right now it's cleave, right? The faster your Timmy is, the harder you cleave. So I think it's easy at the moment. Later on, when everyone's bulky, it's even going to be harder. But it will be easier for free-to-play to catch up because the ceiling is there. Benny's UE will come for Global for sure. It just arrived in JP. Ruri is not better than Gengar and Centaur, no. I just don't want to move my PvP gear around. What gear for Toifu? Counter? I would go for counter. Counter and immunity. I don't think this game's pay to win. Of course, you can spend money to get ahead at the beginning, but free-to-play can catch up eventually. Right now in the JP top PvP bracket, I see a lot of free-to-play players. More gold? Yeah, I'll have a gold guide. It's more so on how you save and spend your gold. Can't use Fodderbot. It's fine. You don't need Fodderbot in Centaur. Look at my guide. Without Alice, without Ginga, you actually use 2 other 3-stars instead for stability. You should rank up your dupe. Yes, use dupes to rank up your 5-star if they are 5-star ready, because you rank up and unlock level cap at the same time. Crystals for faster progression, only worth it if you're willing to spend money. Limits for fusing, I'll have a guide on that. It will be very detailed. Hard to list out all the limitations right now, but essentially you can have the same substat as a main stat. Running out of fodders, 3-10 is the best overall, but 3-9 gives slightly higher fodder but less alphals, so do 3-10 in the long run, but 3-9 if you're just wanting fodders. Event, by the way, event 3-9. When you set your gear and characters in PvP, does it stay? No, it doesn't stay. That's why it's an issue, right? That's why I'm using Ruri here, because if I switch Ruri's gear to Ginga to farm C9, for example, I just get clapped in PvP. Can we use here and not pull for cream? Yes, that's correct. Alright, I'm gonna end my Centaur and do some PvP, and I'll do my gearing stuff. Yeah, you can build bruisers and skip the cleave meta, but cleave meta is actually still recommended for free-to-play and early players, just because it's so easy to gear, and most people, they want to determine a fight auto in like a coin flip, right? Your Timmy goes first, you win. Timmy goes second, you lose. So it's so straightforward. What bosses do farm after Centaur 7 and Harpist 9? You do Octo 7 and 8. All right. 1 to 3 star gear, you can fodder or sell. It doesn't make a difference. They're kind of useless. All right, let's do my PvP, or do I want the gear first? Let me see what I can do for serious. Is this open today? No, it's not. Okay, fine. I just put some random gear. It doesn't really matter. The intelligence report is extremely rare. There'll be when the collab event happens, the Ryza collab, it'll be a good time to farm it, but right now it's just too rare. It's not worth it. Oh, how do you change the lobby character? Okay, you do this. Swap, and you add either a character or main story CG, like this one, and make it current. There we go. Right, you can full screen it, full culture. Alright, let's do some PvP. Make sure I have the right team. Make sure it's doing the right thing. Sure. 152 and 32. My Ginga is gearless right now, so there's nothing to see. My Timmy right now is at 260. I'm trying to make it 262 and then move on with my gears. What is the future endgame? Raid? But GVG is coming? Yeah, Ruri is much better than Grace for cleaving. Best way to get fast Timmy is just farm non-stop. That's the only way. Well, yeah, free to play you can't do refresh, unfortunately. You're just not gonna have enough. But you get 6 free pots plus bonus stuff that you get from the shop, events and stuff. They do give a lot of pots, but of course you can use them and they're gone like instantly. No, those 4 bosses are what we have right now. There will be more later on. There was... Okay. There was a... sorry, 1 second. There was a CBT boss that was different with other sets. Enhanced repair isn't that great for Centaur. Okay, I hate the crash. It happens way too often. Absolute max achievable speed is, for Timmy, is 263. Most people, their max will be 262 or 261. You don't get extra hunt materials, but you get 50% off tickets for any entries you do, which you get from raids. Yes, I am. LD player said they're fixing it, so I'm just waiting for the fix too. Yeah. I am waiting for the fix on the frame stuff. When can you switch from Grace to Ruri? Anytime really. There isn't like a time that's not good. So people with questions about gears, I'll do my gear session after my PvP, okay? So you can see what I do when I'm sorting through gears and what to upgrade. Yeah, 263 is from full high decimal place plus 15 speed gears and 1 speed main on the boots, of course. Herein, there are different ways. You can either go speed. I mean, speed you for sure, but then speed immunity, speed reactive, speed. Like there are different speed you can do. The 2 set is flexible. Speed resist is also a thing. Yeah, so Ruri's issue is that if she doesn't crit, then she's kind of screwed too, right? But ideally, your Ruri is fast enough so that the push makes her go second. Well, let me just buy this stuff. What's the next banner I'm gonna pull on? Nina, most likely. I'm gonna pull on most banners just because of content. I want to create content for you guys. So for JP, I really planned things out based on the CM banner and only pulled extra meta units or super waifu units, right? I was very conservative, and most of the time I only pulled 1 copy because I was only like monthly card spender or whatnot. But for global, I'm going to pull pretty much everything for you guys, so you can see the unit, and I'll test it out too. Yes, lifesteal and counter will see play for sure, absolutely. Later on, you definitely will see them in action. Hey, no problem, Sushi. Glad my guides helped. 100% crit chance is nice to have, yes. Purple max that no, when you upgrade to gold, it's another roll. Oh, I got a sped. Rip. I wonder if it's RNG. Let's see. Oh, I can't check the time. Nina is not a must at all. I'm gonna assume this is a slightly faster, so I'm gonna refresh. I lost the streak anyway, so. If you cannot do C8, you try to farm C7 and get slot 2, slot 3 gears that are really, really good, and then upgrade them so that your units can use them and then farm C8. All out pulling for serious, it depends what the next banner is. So I would wait until we get news on the next banner if it's Cream or Nina. Serious, while good to have, she will rotate through the pity shop Whereas if we're following the Taiwan schedule, we are getting a collab very soon. How fast am I, Timmy? It's only 260. I'm missing 2 or 3 off of the maximum speed, which I'm trying to farm today, or tonight rather, to hopefully get that. Hey, that's good to hear. You can do Centaur 7, 6 and 7 with my guides. How do I feel with pole system? So E7 is 120 pity, right? Here is 200 with exchange. But you have to know that E7 has moonlight units. Here we don't have moonlight units. Chihai is very good. And welcome, Settle. You're new to the game. Chihai is very good. Speed set on serial, yes. What are the 2 collab characters? Ryza, which is SSB for E7, and Lila for CDOM. Which stage? Personally, I farm C7. It's just faster. There are no moonlight units here in this game, so it's fine. Don't worry about moonlight units. There's none of that in this game. I'm talking about a different game when one of the viewers asked about how does this compare to E7. But basically, they have no weakness to the red, green, blue. And they're a lot more expensive to pull. A repost day, or whatever it's called, it's counter. It's counter. It's a 4 set piece counter. Shura is good for everything. Jack of all trades, master of none. You can slot her pretty much everywhere, but personally, I just don't like Shura as much. Yeah, the gear system much better than E7. No, collab units are truly limited. Once they're gone, they're gone. If you save 120 pulls, you can get both Ryza and... Oh, this Timmy is naked. Yes, I've seen Phantom +8. I have a Phantom as well, so I'm trying to see when I can get a dupe, Omni dupe, and then +1 the Phantom. Most efficient? You can't. The gear enhanced chips drop rate is so bad. You're not really farming for that. What the hell is this? Those are some bad packs. Don't give me that. Alright, cool. So, that was PvP. Fairly simple, I say, because right now everyone's just cleaving, so it's really all determining how fast your Timmy is. My Timmy is not the fastest, and yeah. Anyhow, why don't I show you guys what a gear session looks like, okay? So, let's say I am doing... to preface this, I will have proper guides on the gearing guide series, how to do this as well in greater detail and probably more thought through. But essentially what happens is usually during a gear session, I would go into my Centaur farm, for example, if I'm looking for +15 speed, and then, oh my god, this LD frame drop thing needs to be fixed. Let me restart. So while I'm restarting, so just pretend I'm doing my Centaur runs right now. About to finish my 30 run. And then let's bring up the stuff. Yeah, if it crashes again, I'm gonna switch to BlueStack for the stream. All right, cool. Here we go. All right. Okay, where were we? So let's say I finished my Centaur run just now, okay? And then I'm gonna check my warehouse, and I'm gonna go through or comb through my gear. It looks like a lot of things to do for sure, right? But yes, so let's say right now I want to build a set that is a speed attacking set, so offensive set for sure. Or maybe today if I have time, I'll build a support set too. So let's write down the goal. Building speed crit as one set, speed immunity as second set for my healers. So what's next is now that I know I'm going for speed crit, first of all, after my farming is done, usually what I do is I check my speeds to make sure I have to see if there's any max speed. So let's say I do so I do sub attribute speed and gold to look for any max roll speed. So the ones I locked, I know that they're old ones. So like this one, 13, not 15, 14 here, 12, 13. The subs aren't bad, usable, and then 14. So there's no new 15s that just dropped, which is fine. Okay, so then what I'll do is I will close the filter because there's no 15 to lock. So I'll usually go through one by one. Okay, I go through each one by one. So I start with the weapon, and then I do filter, and I go through my golden attributes. 6-star, of course. So these are all the weapons that I have that has golden subs. So they have 1 gold as a substat, right? Because I filtered it here. So I'm gonna see which ones are worth locking. So you can see that I locked these already. Like this is a pretty damn good piece for a support. Ignore the crit damage. So basically alright defense, near max HP roll, and resistance. So because it's a weapon, I only have to upgrade it to +10 to unlock the first 3. So in my opinion, this is quite a good weapon. And then this is for counter bruiser, but that's not why we're here today. We're here to build a attacking set, right? We want to build something that is good for a unit that would benefit from offensive sets. So I don't have any good weapons. That's fine. Let's look at my speed one. So should I lock this one? So defense 13, maybe. This isn't bad, but it's on a resist, so I don't want this, even though it's 13. And again, my view on the gears is heavily influenced by my playstyle on JP, okay? And my JP is near endgame, so it's hard for me to kind of change my mindset and accept mid-game gear. So people might use this, but for my my late-game mind, this is not really acceptable, so I won't lock it. Defense, HP, attack, accuracy on an accuracy set. Maybe not, to be honest. I'm not sure about this one. I won't lock it. So this I locked. Again, almost max HP, good crit, good speed, very good bruiser set. So the locked ones I won't touch. Crit damage, crit attack, but 2 blues, and on a resistance. So I'm not sure. Potentially. I'll lock it just in case. Crit damage, you know, this one's bad. Crit, yeah, I locked this one already, so I won't review it. There's crit, but 3 blues, no. Attack, no. Defense, low HP rolls resist. So these 3 are okay together, and it's already on a resist set. So maybe. But personally, I won't, so I'm going to skip. So this is a perfect, right? Perfect stats, almost. 25 defense, defense, 15% HP on a purple with really good resist on resist set. So if I ever want to build a resist unit, I would use this. So I'm going to lock this. This one, So because I got the previous item, which is 25 and 21.5 resist with HP, I'm gonna unlock this and actually get rid of it. I don't need this. This one, crit damage attack. Okay, yeah, sure, it's all right. Crit, good crit, good attack, but resist. I mean, usable. I'll just upgrade the first and the second sub. That's it. This one's pretty good. Good bruiser gear. Resist, defense, and speed on the resist set. Pretty good. Oh yeah, it's already locked. Let's see. That's nice. A crit defense on the resist. Nah. Defense, the very nah. This one's good. This one's not so good. Not so good. Not so good. Really high HP roll on the resist. Yeah, but personally I don't want it. Defense, crit attack, no. HP, crit, attack, defense, HP. Okay, so this is essentially after I've reviewed. So let's disassemble. So this is now me reviewing the core slot, and everything else that's not locked I am going to sell. So you always want to sell gear that has a dot, because anything with golden substats you have you want to sell because you get the mats in return, and those mats allows you to upgrade substats, right? So you always want to sell, and then you move on to the next system, and again cancel and filter and and you go through the shields. Flat stats are alright for some units. I keep high roll flats for sure because I think they're fine, but most of the time you want percentage. HP, crit damage, crit speed. So this is a very good set. I locked it, so I'm not gonna look at the stuff I already locked. So this resist, HP, defense, crit damage. It's alright, but not ideal. Resist, HP. Why attack though? Nah, not good. Crit accuracy, defense, HP on a crit damage. Why did I get this? Oh, because I was farming Octo. Okay. And then HP, defense, kind of low. And then crit and resist. Don't really want that. Resist, HP, accuracy. So if you see a piece with accuracy and resist together, you can throw that piece away. It's just, it never works out. Crit damage and speed. 14 speed on a second subset is pretty good. Only gold gear with perfect substat worth the fuse, pretty much, unless you're rushing speed. I mean, you can see. Hold on. Why don't I show you? Because if you guys haven't checked my previous video, you can see that I have a gear calculator, right? So let's say I'm building Sirius. So for Sirius or Ginga, for these units, flat, let's say flat 1000, right? Your HP is this much, so we'll copy this, 10709. But then if you do HP 20%, you're already at 11k versus the 10k, right? So flat 1000 is a very high roll versus 20 is not a high roll in subs, whereas a 26% is a high roll in substats, and that's miles better than with the 1000 HP you roll on the flat. So for substats, it's almost always better to have percentage, but for main stats, it's actually not bad to have flat attack or flat HP for some units. It's just how this thing scale. But yes, let's go back. So this we don't want. This we don't want. Do we want? No, I don't see myself upgrading this to max. This we don't want. This, I don't want it. So whack placements in terms of where the stats are. So purple, you pretty much never want to use purple gear unless it has 1 gold and 2 purple, or 2 gold, 1 purple. Well, again, I'm talking from almost an end game point of view. You shouldn't be as selective as me. And then yeah, this is kind of weird. No, I'm not gonna keep this for damage attack. Low attack units, flat attack is better. In the sub, most of the time in the substat percentage is better. If you're looking at 6-star, right? It really depends. I think the rule of thumb is I try to go for percentage in the substat when I can, and try not to think too much, because you can spend hours and hours on gearing. I don't want to do that. Okay, so I think the rest I can sell, unless there's a speed 14 here. I can keep that. And then, yeah, the rest I can sell, right? Okay, and then I think I cleaned up my my boots, my other stuff already. Okay, so now that's cleaned up. I would check all my gear, and I would check my golden pieces. So ones that don't have the dot, but they have 4 substats, because then these units sometimes have perfect subs, which you can upgrade. So also some units with 3 purple is also usable, but this accuracy and resist together is not worth it, right? And these, they're all blues now, so it doesn't really matter. Like, this is not bad, but right now I'm just not looking to use my cast on this. But so anyhow, so after this is done, what I do is I go to all, I go to disassemble, and I do quick select, and I sell everything that is gold. Because remember, all the gold pieces that have the substats, golden substats, are locked, right? So I can sell everything that is not locked, because I don't think those are important anymore. So I sell the gold ones, and then you can also sell the purple ones. Quick select. You can sell the purple ones as well. Sometimes you don't want to. Sometimes I think it's good to do it. It does give you a lot of gold. So I personally do it, especially since I'm farming so fast. So you can see I'm at 2.6 million. And then I keep the blue ones because I use the blue ones as fodder, and also because I use the blue ones to transfer stats. I think I sold the gold, sold the purple one too fast. I didn't do the substat sorting. But anyhow, that's essentially how I clean up my inventory. It may not be applicable to you just because this is more of an end game way to look at things from my point of view. So now I'm going to use the gear calculator to hopefully build something that is usable on my Ginga and my Sirius, so that I can farm Centaur without having to use Ruri, right? So let's just look at Sirius, because I want to build Sirius on a speedy one. So let's go, and you guys should zoom in, right? So can I zoom in? There we go. Okay, hopefully you can see. So let's do unit Sirius. Okay, and then I'll make a duplicate. So this is my series. My stat is a bit different because I have a crit imprint. So let's go check my series. And also I don't have the last stage awaken, which is kind of sad. But assuming I do, and the series has 8% from Awakening 1. So let's do plus 8%. So I'm at 28%. Right, so this is my serious stats. And hopefully I want to get my serious to... serious ideally is crit damage set if you want to go max speed, or you can do speed set for maximum speed. It really depends, but for my series I want 4k attack, I want at least 85% crit, if not higher, crit damage 250. Like, this is the basic of the basics, right? Speed as high as I get, obviously, but so this is where I'm hoping to go. Now let's take a look at no, you can't really farm gear or materials, so use fodder, which is the second part of this video or stream. So let's hide this, and then let's go back into gears, and then let's filter. So because I'll be using red crystals, I'm looking at anything that drops from centaur. So that's speed, resist, and accuracy. So those are all my speed, resist, and accuracy gears, and I'm only going to look at the ones I logged. Sorry, just drinking some water. So let's look at some. So this, I think, is pretty good. Might get that. This one's good too. So let's input some of this stuff down. So let's say this is one of my pieces, right? So let me that's on the core. 16 crit. 22.1, bit low crit damage. 13.2 attack. And what's the last one? 85 defense, negligible. Okay, so 23, which is not the worst in terms of gear score. I'm gonna work on the gear score a bit with the people that made this. But yeah. So after that, and I'm gonna keep looking for another piece. And we talked about this piece is pretty nice, the shield. It's got speed and crit too. So let's put this one in. And this one would be the shield. HP is 766. The crit damage 13.4. Crit is 13.5. And then 14 speed. 27. That's quite a decent piece. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on some of the questions. Crit damage with speed stats for serious, maybe. You mean sets? I'm not sure what you mean. Best place good mats to upgrade your gear. Farm more gear stages. You're gonna use one thing I need to make sure you guys are aware. The reason why I sold my gold, as you know earlier, is because gold sells more than... So let's let me unlock some stuff. Let's say if I disassemble, the purple one sell for how much? 600, right? And then the blue one sell for how much? Wait, hold on. That's not correct. Oh, because that was a 5-star. One second. Let me unlock something. Now let's say this one's unlocked. And then this one's unlocked. Okay. So this one sells for this much, and this one sells for this much. Okay. So purple and gold always sells higher than blue. But the experience that you feed off of into the other as fodders is the same. So it doesn't matter if you feed this or you feed the lower tier, it's the same. So what you want to do is sell your golden stuff, maybe even sell your purple stuff if you're really short on gold, and then only use the blue ones as base fuse and also as the fodders to upgrade, because the experience is the same. Okay. Yes, red is low roll on the stat in the calculator, as you can see here. Okay, so getting back to it, I already have this. It's very good shield. And I need to make a note that this came from an accuracy core. So I know that I need to swap that. So what I will also do on the account, this was the accuracy core, it's flagged. This was the really good shield, it's flagged. Let's see what else. I almost wonder if I can make a Max speed. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make my serious build first, and then I'm gonna see if I can make a max speed serious. And I mean what the stat looks like, because like this piece, no, not this one. This piece, 14, right? Even if everything is 14, plus this with the attack, and then plus this with the crit, it's not bad at all. Okay, anyhow, let me continue. Attack, HP. Crit, attack, defense. That's kind of weird. I'm looking for speed and crit. HP, speed and crit. No. No. This is max attack. I could use this. The max attack roll actually. But there's no speed. Crit damage. Crit damage. I mean, I could use that and not worry about... anything good here. Why was this locked? Resist but on attack and speed 12. HP. Really good crit and crit damage. Speed. Speed. Crit damage, speed, attack. Crit damage, attack, but no crit. Okay, so I'm kind of at a point when I'm a bit stuck. So what I'll do is I'll leave these two for now, and then actually go to my slots in 5 and 6 to find what things look like, and then I'll see what stats I need to fill out the rest, because I'm a bit stuck. And also I'm going to switch this, so it's looking at speed, and ideally I want crit. Okay, so let's do that, and I'll swap to... and because Sirius is going to have really good crit built in, she is already at... she's going to be on crit damage. She is already at 69.5. And I have 4 gears not inputted, so I can do crit damage for slot. Here, this is what it looks like. I can do crit damage for main slot 5 because she's already at 70%. Okay. Sorry, I'm not. The questions will be answered a bit later. I'm trying to walk you through my progress. So the slot 5 and 6 is crit. Is critical, counter, and immunity, or riposte. So I'll start here again, and then go through and look at ones that are good. Attack, accurate. This is such a weird piece. Attack HP. I don't want this bruiser gear. Attack HP. HP. Speed, attack, crit damage. Okay. Flat attack. This one's not bad actually. Which one's better? C damage, flat attack. So that's 40. 37. But there's also an attack. Yeah, I can do that. Okay. So I can put that one on. Oh, this one's like perfect subs. I need to upgrade this later. And this one's really good bruiser. Okay, so I'll take this piece, and because it's already on a flat attack, I actually need to transfer this out into my slot 6. So I need to spend a crystal for it anyways. So we go back, and we put flat attack, right? And the attack percentage was what? 16. Also got a bit of defense at 126. Speed of 6. And a crit damage of 24.3. No, actually not that good once you see the gear score. What upgrade level is your serious? No, it's just off of the substats here, right? It's not 1 imprint, level 60. Okay, so let's keep going. And looking at, I'm still at 70% crit. So what that means is I need to find 30% crit here. So I need 2 golden crit somewhere. If I don't want this to have a crit. So let's take a look. Maybe that piece wasn't so great after all. Is there anything with crit? Let's take a look. Yeah, this one's really good. Can I cast this? Oh, I can't. Not enough. Filter. Crit. Repulse the immunity. And critical. Purple. Which one was that? Oh, this one. HP main stat. So this will be a speed. If this goes on a speed, it's perfect, right? So I'll save that. Attack critical. 9.5. On a C damage, maybe. But so low. So if I'm not going to get crit from my slot 6, I need to look at getting my crit from my speed set, right? So let's see if I have a good speed set. So these two are already used. This one's quite good. Very high crit. It's got defense and damage. Oh, this one's good too. Very bulky. And good speed. So I can probably just... No. Crit damage, critical. Oh, this is really high crit and crit damage. Okay. I'll use this and put it on a weapon. So 17 point. So we can do 17.2. And then 15.5 is crit. Crit damage 11.4 with a defense of 85. Oh, so it's only 19 if we look at the no, the main stat doesn't affect the gear score. So it's only 19 if we all things considered. Do I want to use that then? Probably not. So what's my crit at now? 85. Okay. I mean, I'm already at... Ooh, my other stats aren't that good. Defense is really good though. She's bulky. Speed is very good too. Already. Repost. Oh, sorry. And then, so I need really high attack here and crit damage. So crit damage will be here. So I need crit damage here 100% and a really high attack. So let's go back into the drawing board. But let me make a note of where that gear came from. Let me see. 1 second, guys. I wonder if... so I lose 6 there. And do I gain an attack 5%? Crit damage is 12. Okay. Let me try a different gear. Attack. So I'll show you what I'm doing right now. Trying to figure out with the remaining slots if I can get 4K attack, right? That's what I want. So what I'm lacking is here, this slot doesn't have, although it's got 14 speed, the crit and the crit damage is really hindering things. So let me see if I can find something good. I need to find my last piece from repost, immunity, and crit. And it needs to have, if it's in the crit damage, it needs to have crit attack percentage. I need to have purple and above attack percentage. Really good attack, and then bulk. It's got crit damage, so I can't roll that one. Well, this one's really good. Why is this not being included in my calc? Okay, so this I could use for... so which one's this one? It's got speed, but the crit damage I can't put it on a... I have to put it on a... I need an item that has attack percentage and ideally flat attack but no crit damage. Because if you have crit damage, then I can't put crit, right? Difficult. They all have crit damage. So it needs attack, speed, and crit. Okay, let me see what this piece looks like if I convert it. So that will be only 24.7 attack and 159 flat, and then a crit of 9.5, which is really, really low. Yeah, 18. Kind of don't want to use this. But then that pushes me... Oops. To... Okay. So then I need to find my final piece, which is, let's say... This is actually really bad, this piece. I don't want to use it. Let me see if I can find something else. Basically no crit damage. I cannot have crit damage in this one. So that has crit damage. That's speed. That has crit damage. Attack, HP. This one's bulk. This is crit damage, crit damage. Crit damage. Yeah. I think I have to settle with the crappy piece for now, which is fine. This really hinders me, this item right here. Okay, let's look at my last piece for my boots, but I'll make a note that this requires or I wonder if I don't go for crit and just go for immunity, right? If this was an immunity, and this was crit. No, that's over crit. I just do crit. Okay. Now I was trying to see if there's better ways to sort this, but there isn't. So that was what. Because honestly, that's not the ideal setup to use a crystal on this. It's immunity, chip. And this also requires one because this is flat attack. So I'm gonna see if I can find a better piece. 24. Yeah, this is 22, 24, 16, 40. Okay. No, there's not a better piece. Okay. So this is from a scope, crit scope. Okay, so my last piece that I need to find is from a speed set, main speed. Let's do filters again. So it'll be speed, count, resist, and then I need attack percentage and crit damage. 100%. Was this part of the thing? 16, I think it was used, yeah, 1622, yeah. Oh, this one's not bad for our use. 23 puts us at 300, right? It does. But the attack is low. This is 15% crit. No. No good choices. Okay, we might have to settle with this. Let's see what that looks like. Crit damage 23.5. Status is 9.7. 12.4. And 9.2. Yeah, this is not ideal. I'm not even 4,000 attack. Alright, speed. A bit bulky and good crit damage. Okay, so what I'll do is this also requires accuracy. Resist core. So this whole setup requires 4 cores, which I don't think I'll do, to be honest. Is mainly to show you guys how I would sort the gears. So after this is done, I would transfer the stats and then go off of there. But looking at it, there are 2 pieces that are pretty good, and this one's decent too. But those 2 under 20, I really don't want to use my crystals on. So what I'll do is probably just farm more, and then later on can see what it looks like. But this is the final stat for the series that I'm building based on half decent gear and half shit gear. The defense is pretty good at 1200. Speed ideally a bit faster, I think. HP over 1k is nice. Crit is okay. I would 300 crit damage is good. Effectiveness is fine, and then attack 4k, I think. So that would have been my ideal. So I need to farm a tiny bit more before I commit. But looking back, now I'm here to answer some questions. Hopefully this was not as confusing, but I felt like yeah, it's difficult. So let's answer some questions. What gear to put on Chihaya? Okay, so my build right now for a lot of units are absolutely filler gear. Okay, I put on whatever substat I think is good. I only +3, +3, +6, just the bare minimum I need. And this is why I have gold, is because I pretty much don't upgrade anything. The only set I have fully upgraded is the free set on Ruri. Okay, so this is the Ruri. This is the only set that is free upgrade at +15, and every single piece is free. I don't yes, you can have the chart here. I will the link is in the my previous video, the gear calc guide video. Yeah, everything else is free. So I can't infuse this, right? I mean cast this, because I don't have enough mats. Yeah, not enough mats. This is my Ruri. It's all free gear, absolutely free gear. So nothing special. Very straightforward. So I need to farm more, to be honest. Let's finish my dispatch. And someone asked about how do you get free gear. For free-to-play players, you need to do this. Go to supply, go to your gear supply. Okay, refresh. And anytime you see something that's golden here at the top, and 6-star, and has golden affixes included, get that item. Okay. Sometimes you can get like 2 or 3 really good substats off of that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, I feel like a video explains this much better than me showing you guys, because my thought process is a bit more end game as well. It's not as straightforward. So yeah, sorry if it wasn't that clear. And it's blue today, right, for data collection. I'll do my stuff later. Yes, you should try to cast the free gear, because as you clear through Maiden, so clear Maiden, using the guide I gave you, that will give you enough to cast the boot or the shield. Those two are the best ones to cast, and you want to cast it until what you can do is you can cast it so it's until 3 purple and 1 gold, and then you can cast this till it's 3 purple, and then you have to farm. But if you are you have a choice of either 4 purple here, 4 purple here, or 3 purple here, 1 gold, and 3 purple, 1 blue, right? That's the amount of free currency you get to cast this. All right, I will answer a few questions, and that'll be me for the day. Come back to Centaur. Casting is when you upgrade the substats. I'll have a guide on it. I think the next scheduled guide is about where to farm EXP, and then following that, we're gonna be back on track with the gearing guide. If upgrading a stat rerolls the stat, it's because they're purple and blue, right? You can upgrade it to gold. Yeah, I'll have a guide on cast and fuse tomorrow. Okay, promise you guys, tomorrow. Tomorrow morning when I'm asleep, you'll see a scheduled release video for whatchamacallit, for EXP farm, where to farm EXP, and then tomorrow noon-ish, well, my time, so maybe in 12-15 hours, you'll see the guide for casting and fusing, or maybe they're separate because there might be too much talk about it. Because there are several little tricks you can do that really matters in the long run. So I'll show you that. This is Centaur 7, yes. Otherwise, Rudy will have a difficult time. You cannot upgrade all casts to gold. You can only do 3 substat to gold. If you're 3 golden substat, you cannot upgrade that item anymore. Yes, someone got a 4 golden substat, one of my viewers, and they messaged me about it. It was a very, very good piece, like one of the best I've seen. And I've played JP for a long time too. So that was amazing that he got it week 1 pretty much. It's nuts. Why Ruri instead of Ginga? And it's only because I don't want to take off my PvP set. Because if I use Ginga here, I need to give Ginga gear. So right now, I can do it with Ruri, so I'm just going to do it with the Ruri instead of swapping gears. Yes, thank you very much, Elite Charlie. I appreciate you guys coming in and telling me that you found my guide useful. And yes, I will definitely get some rest. So I think this might conclude my stream for the day. I'll try to do more regular streams, but again, it depends on my work schedule. So we'll see. And I'm still trying to pump out guides every single day. So tomorrow you'll see the EXP farming guide, and then the gear series about fusing and casting. After that, you'll see the gold guide. So I've got these planned, and then we're getting into the banners, next banner and stuff like that. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Any other questions, just feel free in the comments. I'll try my best to answer them. If not, catch me at another stream or find me on Discord. But a lot of the helpers on Discord, the main Discord, community Discord, the game's actual Discord, is very, very good. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next. How many? Oh, I'll answer one more question. How many 4 gold line gear do I have on JP? 1. And it was so bad because the subs were contradicting. Like it didn't work with each other, so I sold it. All right, that'll be it. Next time I'll do more of a question and answer instead of me kind of going off and do my gear. So maybe tomorrow, around when the stream started, try to do it at the same time, build more of a schedule. And yeah, I'll see you guys there. Bye bye now.